consciousness in the United States of America, district attorney's got the power of the Supreme Court, because the court system in the United States needs a lot of work if it's going to ever get back on its feet. It needs a lot of readjusting. The district attorney has got the arbitrary power to take the grand jury and indict anyone he wants and make any time level. He can control time.
Okay.
That's the reason he faked on you and said, I stopped his watch. Actually, he stopped his watch, and he keeps blaming it on me because he's got time. I just got a note from him from Geneva, Switzerland. And if I compromise with him, we can go to Geneva and talk about the situation, you know, because he's beginning to see the immediacy of the soul. Let me say this to all of you guys, man. The soul moves things beyond our comprehension, man. We can't blame one human being for the Second World War. We're going to keep blaming Hitler. Hitler was just one particular person that was picked up and thrown off into the world.
Okay, we can't do that. If one person goes and shoots another person or stabs another person, we can say, hey, he did that.
Okay.
Okay, that's what the law is about. Okay, well, just for the moment, we'll accept that you went there at the Tate House, you didn't order it. Okay, well, we'll buy that, just for
Why
now.
do we keep laboring the same?
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, let's move on one notch, and you know where we're going, the next night. Now, you were there that night. You can't say you weren't there.
I was there with
at the LaBianca's house.
yeah.
Yeah. So, what happened there?
Harold True lived next door to the LaBianca house. It's an upper class crash pad. It's an expensive house that a bunch of inexpensive people got together and rented so they could front and play expensive. And we would party there often with a lot of well-known people. And next door was an empty house. The Bianca house was an empty house. And what we used to do is when you meet a lady in this big, expensive place where everybody's wearing their finer scabbard and all that stuff, and we just slip over under their heads, down her bullet, over in the stomach, an old raggedy couch in the gumbo lonely. They were just, that's the little place that you party and you play on the little darkness side. Okay? Bianca had just moved in there. Had no idea those people were there. I walked right on into place, man. Tex and I and some other people drove up to see Harold. We went up to the house. Harold was locked down. Nobody was there. We went over to the next pad. Boom! There was some people there. I said, whoop, I got the split. I'll see you guys later. So, do. I went, do. I was gone.
So?
The line with the broom. The line with the broom. I'm a crook, guy.
So you?
What you do with your claymore, it's up to you and your claymore.
Okay.
Just don't shake your thing at me. And I'm not shaking my thing at you. If you go and you decide to do that, that's on you. It's got nothing to do with me. I walk.
So Tex goes in the house.
Tex did what Tex did.
Okay.
And if you want to find out what Tex did, then you ask Tex.
All right.
Now, if Tex was in this same room, I would hold you and Tex for Tex to tell the truth. And Tex would tell the truth.
Well,
and he would tell you.
A lot of people ask him,
Yeah.
and he won't say a thing.
He won't, yeah, well, then, you know from that. You know from that where it's at.
I'll tell you what you can tell me, though. Was Tex really close to you?
Was Tex really what?
Close to you?
No.
Did he really ride with the family? Was he?
Oh, what does that mean, ride with the family? You see what I'm saying?
Well,
you guys got all that stuff in your head from all those books and stuff.
Oh, get it out, Charlie. Take it out.
I rode a motorcycle with a guitar and a sleeping bag. Yeah. If you can keep up with me, okay. If you can't, then, don't get on my leg, man. Get down off my leg. I ain't got time for no rumpkins. You dig? In other words, I live fast, man. I move. I'm only going to be out of jail a few days, man. I may be out of jail 6 months. I may be out of jail 3. In other words, every time a guy gets out of jail, he's not moving on the same level that you guys live on, man. He's moving on he's moving faster. He's doing other things. In other words, like it's not the same It's not the same world. It's an underworld. It's a subculture. It's a world where you live by your word or you die by your word. If your word's no good, you can't deal. If you don't have a dealer or you don't have a connection, you're in trouble. And you gotta be truthful to have a connection. If you don't have a connection, forget it, because you're not going to make anything. And you know, it's just. I never said I wasn't an underworld. I never said I wasn't an outlaw. I never said I wasn't all the things that pirates are. What I said was I did not break the law, and that goes to the rights of the words that are spoken in English. Wherever English center is.
You didn't.
Wherever the center of English is, you tell them I said that.
So you didn't break the law. So you didn't. Once again, you didn't tell them to go and do it.
I got better sense than that. I know the laws of conspiracy. I understand what malice aforethought is. Here's the thing that you people don't understand. 1944, I went into the underworld. I went into a judge that was the same judge that was in Nuremberg, who was hanging Waffen soldiers over there in the war. I stayed in the judge's robes under Dr. Hartman, under these men here. These men raised me. This guy's raised me. Since little kid, man. I'm like his little boy. He raised me all my life. Everything I know, I got inside. I don't have any parents. I don't have mothers and fathers and family unit like you guys do, you dig? I live in prison. I was raised inside the judge's body. I'm in the judge's robe. Okay,
so you understand the law of conspiracy?
Certainly, I understand the law. So, and I would not break the law. It's stupid. Let me say what the law is. The law is the will of the king. The law is the will of God. God makes the law. You break the law, you're calling it down on yourself, man. It's a simple thing, you know.
Okay, so you go in, you come out. Tex goes in, bad things happen, we got to go ask Tex.
I don't know whether you call him bad, whatever you call him, it's what you call him.
Broadly speaking, killing people
I
is
didn't
wrong.
call him bad. I didn't call him anything.
All right, so that's your judgment. But it had nothing to do with you.
I haven't made a judgment. I haven't got my robe yet.
But nothing to do with you?
Well, sure, everything has something to do with me. I'm responsible for everything, aren't you?
And you knew the straight Satan,
I knew everything.
You knew the straight Satan?
Certainly.
Okay.
Certainly I knew.
And somebody said not so long ago that a relative of one of the people who was killed was the boyfriend of one of the...
I run him off the road.
One of the relatives of the people who were killed had a boyfriend who was a straight Satan.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
You knew about that?
Yeah.
Did you know it? Did you know it then?
Let me say this.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm good.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I'm not saying that I won't do what I have to do.
All right.
And I haven't done what I've done. But whatever I've done, I know.
All right.
So,
okay, let's just deal with that tiny little thing. This guy who's a straight Satan who's going out with this relative of one of the people who got killed. Did you know about that? Did you know it then?
Barbianca was an Italian. That's why they put Bugliosi in. I've been in the mafia since I was 17 years old with Frank Costello off the top of Lewisburg, Pennsylvania in 1952 when he was busted, when Luciano was deported from Batista from Cuba. And in other words, when I tell you that I have been in the underworld since I was 10 years old, there isn't nobody in the underworld that I don't know. There isn't anything I don't know from here to Sicily, from here to the popes. The reason he lost his seat, you know, we got 700 years of Italian popes, and we got a Polish KGB in there now. It was a different world now.
So you knew of everything that happened?
Everything that's happening in the penitentiary. You can't help but know them. You stay in the cell long enough, people come and go. You know, you know, after a while, it's not too much that the guys here don't know, man. In other words, you got a cop in here, that cop knows everything. They got a star man, he knows everything that's going on. He knows what's in everybody's head, what's in your pockets, what's in the laundry, what's in the garbage truck. Ain't nothing, they don't miss anything, man.
Okay. So these people have died on these 2 nights. Are you sorry about that?
There you go.
Just asking. Come on. It's a fair question. If somebody sends you in here for all these years, it's a question that's in everybody's mind. Is he sorry?
Is he sorry?
Mm-hmm.
Well,